客厅，共话食品新时代。我是龙颖。说起澳大利亚，您会想到什么呢？袋鼠、考拉还是悉尼歌剧院？近年来，中澳食品贸易往来日益紧密，中国的水产、蔬菜、茶叶和澳大利亚的牛肉、葡萄酒、奶制品正在成为两国消费者互通有无、增进了解的美味桥梁。今天我们很荣幸请到了一位架桥人——中国澳大利亚商会会长冯栢文先生。接下来我将请冯会长一起围绕咱们中澳食品贸易的最新动态、合作机遇以及未来发展趋势，聊一聊中澳食品行业的合作与未来。Welcome, Mr. Barber. It's a great honor to have you here.
谢谢，很高兴在时代会客厅与您交流。Hi,
Mr. Barber, let's start with the recent visit of Prime Minister Albanese to China. What opportunities do you think it brings to the food industry?
Well, the visit sends a really strong signal about the value that Australia places on its relationship with China. And the fact that the Prime Minister travelled here with CEOs from some of Australia's largest companies and held several business engagements over a 6-day, 3-city visit shows just how important the relationship with China is to Australia's economic future. Australian Treasurer Jim Chalmers described the visit as marking a shift from the stabilisation phase to a strengthening phase, saying it's in the interest of our economy, our workers, our businesses and our investors to strengthen this important relationship. From Auscham's perspective, that's a really important message for the business community. It encourages companies to look beyond recovery and to explore new forward-looking opportunities for businesses to work together in ways that benefit both sides. Now, for the food industry, the visit reinforced growing confidence. With trade impediments now removed, sectors like wine and beef are already recovering. Market access has been restored, and Australian exporters are re-engaging with Chinese buyers and distributors. We also saw positive signs for re-entry into the canola market, with reports of trial shipments being discussed, which is an important step to rebuilding trade in this key commodity. More broadly, this visit set a stable, forward-looking tone that supports long-term business planning. It reminded us that food is not just a trade story. It's a story about trust, quality, and alignment with Chinese consumer priorities like food safety and sustainability. From Auscham's perspective, this kind of high-level engagement helps lay the groundwork for future cooperation, not only in exporting premium foods, but also in co-developing ag tech solutions, building resilient supply chains, and responding to shared food security challenges. So, in short, the Prime Minister's visit injected momentum into a new chapter of collaboration, one grounded in mutual respect and shared opportunity.
Thank you. That's a comprehensive and insightful analysis. You participated in the 3rd China International Supply Chain Expo. What new breakthroughs or highlights have emerged in promoting China-Australia food trade?
Global supply chains are under real pressure, with rising protectionism and geopolitical uncertainty disrupting traditional trade flows. But despite these challenges, Australian companies are remaining deeply engaged with China. Our 2025 Doing Business in China report shows that nearly 70% of foreign firms, including Australian ones, still rank China among their top 3 global investment priorities, with many planning to expand their footprint here. Australian participation in the Supply Chain Expo reflects both opportunity and commitment. Australian companies are seen as trusted partners. They're known for their reliability, quality, and high standards. And this reputation as a reliable supplier of safe, high quality and sustainable food and agricultural products makes it a key partner in building resilient supply chains that can meet China's evolving consumer needs. Digital solutions are becoming essential in agribusiness. They help make supply chains more reliable and efficient, and they also improve food safety and quality. Take the beef sector, for example, where blockchain is being used to verify where products come from, to support cold chain logistics so that safe, traceable, and premium products can reach Chinese consumers with confidence. At the Expo, several of our member companies had really meaningful discussions with Chinese e-commerce platforms, logistics providers, and importers, talking about things like cross-border logistics, building digital sales channels, and how to promote their brands more effectively in the market. These practical exchanges are helping pave the way for Australian food products to enter the Chinese market more efficiently, and they're laying the foundation for deeper, long-term collaboration. So as companies navigate an increasingly complex global trade landscape, the partnership between China and Australia presents significant opportunities for mutual growth. By embracing digitalization, improving supply chain transparency, and aligning investments with emerging strategic priorities, both countries can build not only safer and more stable supply chains, but also smarter, more resilient, and more mutually beneficial ones.
You just mentioned the 2025 Doing Business in China report, which identifies agricultural enterprises and food products as the second most promising area for China-Australia trade cooperation. Could you elaborate on this finding in more detail?
Sure. Agribusiness and food and beverage continue to be the key pillars of Australia's export relationship with China, built on our global reputation for safety, quality, and reliability. What's changing, though, is the growing recognition of future opportunities beyond exports. In our 2025 Doing Business in China report, agribusiness was identified by nearly all respondents as a top area for potential Australian investment into China over the next 5 years. And that includes areas like ag tech development, supply chain innovation, and local production partnerships designed to support China's evolving consumer needs and long-term food security goals. While these opportunities are still emerging, the interest signals a shift from traditional commodity-based trade relationship to one that increasingly emphasizes co-developing solutions, particularly in ag tech, where innovation and partnership drive long-term value. These aren't just commercial opportunities, they align closely with the priorities in both countries.
Quality, reliability, such powerful words. Thank you for your sharing.
Thank you.
冯会长的分享全方位地展现了中澳食品行业的合作空间，有广度、有深度，更有温度。当澳洲阳光邂逅华夏炊烟，美食不仅是满足味蕾的享受，更是连接两国人民情感与文化的桥梁。相信通过双方的共同努力，中澳食品行业的合作必将结出更为丰硕的成果，为两国人民带来更多的福祉，也为全球食品行业的发展贡献独特的力量。感谢大家的收看，我们下期再见。